Hi guys, welcome to another video. Yes, and we are still on the story, The Promise. And for those who are coming in for the first time, welcome. And I hope that you will watch the video in entirety, share your opinion on the story, and there are few videos that are ahead of this one. So after watching this one, you can do due diligence, go to see those and leave your comments. And my returning subscribers, bless each and every one of you. I'm happy that you're turning up for me and supporting the channel. All right, so for this video, let us not itch. Oh, and for those who are coming for the first time, these stories that I'll be reading, yes, it is written by moi, in case you're wondering. And I hope you do enjoy the stories, and I hope you will find a character in the story that you will find interested and you would like to support, so talk about, he or she. All right, so let's get into it. So Mr. Allen, I take it you are not aware you are allergic to alcohol? He asked. Yes, doctor, I'm aware of it. It was a stupid misunderstanding, exclaimed Ben, and it will not happen again. Be more careful with your health. It could have been worse had you not reached here the time you did, said the doctor. I do not want to see you back here under these circumstances, he repeated. Thank you, most definitely, doctor, answered Ben. I also advise that you stay clear from any foods or pastries that contain any form of alcohol. Also, you are to stay away from grapes, hops, barleys, rye, wheat, and yeast. Alcohol allergies are rare but can have serious medical consequences, including death. Mr. Allen, I am going to be frank with you. Being a student doctor, I am disappointed in your negligence to your health. I know you don't know. However, I know your uncle, Byron Jones. We have been best of friends for over 30 years. We attended the same university, shared the same dorms, sometimes the same bed. Need I say more? Asked Dr. Green. Ben nodded in his head in guilt. Byron has asked me to look out for you. This time, I will let it pass by. However, I meant it earlier. I do not want to see you back here under these circumstances in my ER. And Ben, this is my way of looking out for you, said Dr. Green and left the room. I am going to put Michael Madden 6 feet under, thought Ben, as Michael and Sam entered. Well, the doctor looked hecked and mad. Do you know each other or something? The way he was, speaking and behaving with you, asked Michael. Or something, responded Ben. So what? What did he say? Can you go? Can we go with you now? Inquired Michael. Yes, I can leave. Do you realize what you have done, Michael? I felt like shit. And the worst part is, I didn't do a darn thing. I am the victim here. You messed up everything, man, said Ben. Sam, can you drop me at my home, please? I just want to be alone for a while, explained Ben. No problem, man. I understand, said Sam. Okay, I get it. I messed up, said Michael. No, dude. Now is not the time. Now is not the time. Leave it alone. Let it go, said Sam, and squeezed Michael's shoulder. Michael agreed, nodded his head, and stepped back. I'll just walk over to my dorm, said Michael. Sam entered the vehicle after Ben, then drove away. 17 minutes later. Thank you, Sam. Appreciate the lift, said Ben. Don't mention it. That's the least I can do, answered Sam. Hey, Ben, wait a minute. Wait a minute before you go, said Sam. Mike, he do means well. Try and see if you can give him a chance. He's a little different and awkward and sometimes do the most weird things, but he's not such a bad guy after all, explained Sam. Thank you, Sam. You're a good friend. Just let him sweat a minute or two. It will do him a lot of good, said Ben. They both looked at each other in agreement and sighed. Ben rushed straight to the bathroom and took a well-needed bath. What do I have that is easy to prepare? For my breakfast. I don't have much time on my hands, thought Ben. After all, just don't like being in the kitchen any which way. He made him a omelette with toast, orange juice, and a cup of mint tea. The sudden ringing of his phone caused Ben to jump. Hello, Auntie, answered Ben. We're just checking in, son. Letting you know we have got home okay. How is it you didn't bother to call us? Anyway, we're safe back at the ranch. Actually, we tried calling many times last night, but you didn't pick up. Is everything okay, son? She asked. I'm fine, Auntie. Was out late with some friends. I'm sorry for making you guys worry. I just got up and started my day without checking my phone. Okay, son. And eat up. Eat the food I prepared. Do not leave it in the refrigerator to go bad, and then you'll have to throw it out. And remember also to change your beddings every other week. You have a washer and dryer. All you have to do is just separate the colors and put them in. Okay, Auntie. Okay, said Mr. Jones. Come on, leave the boy alone. Let him breathe, he interjected. All right, love, said Mrs. Jones. Okay, Auntie, love you, said Ben. Talk to you guys later, and disconnected the call. And suddenly, he missed them both for the first time since he left home. After breakfast, Ben decided to throw his beddings into the machine. After all, it's Saturday. He had a few hours before he had to head out to campus. While the machine was going, Ben felt the sudden urge to read the Word of God. He remembered the Bible he saw in the master bedroom that belongs to his aunt. He opened the Bible without a thought. The first verse that caught his eyes read, Who said findeth a wife, findeth a good thing, and obtaineth favor of the Lord? Said Ben. Proverbs 18:22. I see you're trying to say something to me, Lord. Ben looked to the heavens, shake his head in approval, and smiled. Yes, I know. If only she felt the same way, that would be great, thought Ben. Put in a word for me, he suggested as he looked up. If you happen to be looking down on someone like me, said Ben, with his head raised to the sky again. He felt the need to continue reading, so he did. Ben was surprisingly engaged in the Word. not realizing his laundry was completed over half an hour ago. Instantaneously, Ben came to a halt after reading, "Thine own friend, thy father's friend, forsake not. Neither go into thy brother's house in the day of thy calamity. For better is a neighbor that is near than a brother afar off." Proverbs 27 verse 10. He reached for the towel and the counter and could no longer hold back the tears in surprise. As an overwhelming emotion swept through him, Ben felt mesmerized, yes, uncertain, as if somehow he has been captured by the memories of his past and present. How the Joneses were of no relation, yet they became his everything, even more than a next of kin could be. He felt grateful, happy, and blessed. And on the other hand, a sorrowful feeling he just felt inside. He bowed his head and began to pray. Sovereign God, I come to you. Forgive my ignorance. I know I have done you wrong, and I am sorry. Help my unbelief. I do not want to get past. I want to get past the hurt and bitterness. I just want to get behind it all. I don't have the words to pray, as this is not something that I often do. So as I remember the scriptures that I read, I will use your word because at the same time it relates to me. And as Psalms 27:9 said, "Hide not thy face far from me. Put not thy servant well. Put me not away in anger. Thou hast been my help. Leave me not, neither forsake me." Psalms 27:10. You said in your word, "When my mother and my father forsake me, then you'll take me up." Thank you, Father, for your patience, merciful kindness, and for your love even when I did not deserve it. I put my friends in your hands, Michael and Sam. Especially Michael, he needs your guidance. Yet, I am in no place to judge him. Lord, I cannot seem to get Tessa out of my thoughts. I know my first impression was terrible. Give me another chance, just to make it right with her, Ben prayed. He felt light and free, as if the heavy weight has been lifted as he continued to pray. Lord, show me how to be that man that Tessa needs. I don't know much about you. However, a part of me believes you allow us to meet are met for a reason. Ben remembered need to be at the library. He got up and checked his laundry, decided to leave it until later when he saw that the time was far spent. 20 minutes later, campus was not as busy as the weekend, and he liked that, being at the library when there was less traffic. He has a special corner that he liked. It was a very cozy corner. The view from there was breathtaking. Ben got right into his research. He had always been a focused student. After an hour, he checked his phone that has been silent upon him entering the library. Ben noticed a few messages from Michael, but he decided to ignore them. However, his eyes caught the text from his uncle. Your aunt do not know what to do with herself since you left, son, said Mr. Jones, also with a laughing emoji. Ben smiled and responded with a text. Take her out to dinner, he replied. Being utterly distracted by his phone, suddenly Ben heard a familiar voice. He stood quickly and followed the sound. He winced, then asked, Tessa? As if he didn't recognize the person he was standing in front of. She rose to her feet. He pulled her into a bear hug and asked, Where have you been? I have, she stuttered. She cleared her throat, realizing she had not yet introduced Greg. Greg took the time to observe the awkwardness between them both. Oh yes, Greg, this is Ben. Ben, this is Greg, she said. Her cheeks turned bright pink. Ben took Greg's hand and gave it a firm handshake. Nice to meet you, said Greg. It is good to see you, said Ben. And you, she replied. Greg shifted in his seat. It was getting uncomfortable for him to watch, them staring into each other's eyes where they are saying so much yet saying little or nothing with their voice. Excuse me, I need to go to the restroom, said Greg. Not sure either of them realized he had left the room. And guys, that is where I'm going to leave the story today. Who is Greg to Tessa? And what will the second meeting be? Is it that Ben will get into his feelings once more and forget to ask all the necessary and right questions? Is this a second chance? Well, this is the end of the video. Don't be afraid to comment. What are your thoughts? And like I always said, Philippians 4 verse 13, I can do all things through Christ which strengthens me. So whatever you find to do today, do it to the best of your ability.